Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm back with another crochet video. In this video I'm going to show you how to make this crochet top. I made it last summer. I made another one last summer, but it was red, and I posted it on Pinterest, and oh my goodness, I got so much love on Pinterest with that top, so I thought I would make another tutorial. By the way, this is my second crochet tutorial on YouTube, and you guys gave me so much love on my previous one, so I was like, I'm gonna make another one for you guys. I found the original design on Pinterest. I'm gonna show you the picture, but I didn't find a pattern, and I think it was actually from a brand. It wasn't like handmade, so I freestyled it. I'm gonna be using like just one stitch, which is single crochet, so if you know single crochet then you're gonna be fine. But either way, I will put some videos that might help you in the description, like how to make single crochet and also how to sew, how to connect like crochet pieces together, because I'm not good with that, I'm sorry. Quickly about measurements, we will need to measure 4 things. So first, you're going to measure like from the bottom of your boob to like your nipple, then you're going to measure like from your back to the front of your chest, and you might want to leave like little space, not a lot but a little space, because if you see here, it really stops at the middle. I measured like here and I left a little space so that you get that opening effect. You're going to make a last measurement of straps, so you measure from the back to the front of your chest. I think you can do that last measurement once you're done with the top, so that you can see like how long it needs to be from the back to like the top of the cup. You might want to measure that after you have made like the cups and the body part. We can start now. For this project, I used 2 balls of cotton yarn, a 4.5mm hook, a pair of scissors, some needles, and 2 stitch markers. You are going to chain what you measured from the bottom of your boob to your nipple. Sorry for this, it's just some nail polish. Anyways, to make a chain, you just do like this. You yarn over and then you pull through the hole, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through, and you're going to do this until you obtain your desired length. So once you have reached the length that you desire, you're going to go back on that chain by making a single crochet. You put your hook in this hole here and you make a single crochet. So you insert, you yarn over, you pull through, and then you yarn over and you pull through again. Insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through again. So that's how you make a single crochet. I'm going to do it all the way down here, and then I'll meet you guys when I am here. So once you have reached the top here, we are going to change the color. So for me, it's like a beige color. With your hook on your chain like this, you just take the other piece of yarn and you place it on your hook like this, and you pull through like this, and that's it. And then we are going to continue with the white. I'm not going to cut the blue yarn because I'm gonna need it again. I think you could cut it and then weave in the end, but I'm not gonna do that. You keep both tails of the white yarn so that we can crochet on it so that it disappears. I'm going to insert here, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through, and I'm working with this along with me so that it disappears. So I'm just going to make single crochet down until I reach the top, and once I reach the top, I'm gonna see you guys again. So once you reach the top here, you can see there's a little hole here. We are going to make 3 single crochets inside this little hole. So insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and pull through again. So that's your first single crochet. I'm going to make 2 more single crochets. 2, then 3. So this will create the little pointy look for your cup. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to single crochet down this row till the end, and then I'll meet you guys again. So once you reach the end of the row, you're going to chain one, turn your work, and make one single crochet all the way up here. I should have placed a stitch marker here to see where the hole is, but I'll show you guys once we reach the top. For now, you just make a single crochet up until the top of the row. I've reached the top, and this is my middle stitch, so it should be easy for you to find your middle stitch. You can also place like a stitch marker at the beginning to really know where the middle is, but this is my middle stitch, so I'm just going to make 3 single crochets inside. So after that middle stitch, I'm just going to make single crochets all the way down here. So once you reach the end, we are going to repeat that step one last time before we change our color. So I'm just going to chain one, turn my work, do like a single crochet all the way up here, do 3 single crochets in the middle stitch, and then single crochet all the way down here, and then I'll meet you guys again for the changing of color. So we're going to go back to the blue yarn, so I'll meet you guys once I reach this part. So once you've reached the end, normally you would like chain one with the white yarn and then continue what we were doing up till this point. But what I'm going to do is instead of chaining one, I'm going to grab my blue yarn, which is here by the way. I'm going to grab it and I'm going to place it on my hook and pull through. So you see it will create a little link here. I think some people would cut it, but I don't cut it. I just leave it like that so nothing gets unraveled. So I just place it on my hook like this, and then I get rid of the white yarn for a bit like this, and I continue with my blue yarn. So I will insert here with my blue yarn, make a single crochet with my blue yarn, and basically just continue what you were doing but with the blue yarn this time. And we're going to repeat the pattern 3 times for the blue yarn so that it's the same size as this white one here. So you do like this, you make single crochets from here to here, 1 and then 2 and then 3, so it creates a chunk of blue. And then we're gonna repeat that with the white. So we're going to switch, and it will create a certain link here, but it doesn't matter because we're going to connect this to the body part, so it will disappear. So I'm going to switch back to the white yarn. I'm going to show you once again what I'm doing. My white yarn is here. Take the piece of yarn, grab it and pull through. You don't want it to like be too tight or it will create something like this, so make sure it's just the right, you're going to continue with your single crochet. I just wanted to show you guys what it's doing here. So I have one link here, one link here. If you prefer to cut it, you can cut it, but I'm not going to cut mine. I'm just going to keep them like that. So I'm going to continue with like single crochet. I'm going to do 3 times, 3 rows with the white. Then I'm going to switch back to the blue one, and I'll meet you guys again. Once you have your desired size for your cup, obviously I'm stopping here for my cup because this is enough for my boob, but if you want to continue, you can add some chunk of white and then blue as much as you want, but me, I'm going to stop here. So I'm going to show you how to make the bubbles around the cup, you're going to chain one and turn your work. You will start by making a single crochet as per usual, like this. So after that single crochet, you're going to skip one stitch and make 4 single crochets in the next one. After those 4 single crochets, you're going to skip one stitch and make a single crochet in the next one. After that single crochet, you skip one again and you make 4 in the next one. You will see that it will start creating some little bubbles around the cup. So you continue, you skip one, you make a single crochet, you skip one, you make 4 single crochets, and you continue till you reach the top. Once you reach the top, I'll show you how to do it, but essentially it's just going to be the same thing. So I've reached the top and I've made 4 single crochets here. So just like before, I'm going to skip one and make a single crochet here. And then you're going to skip one and make 4 single crochets here. So it creates a little bubble here, but just to be clear, it could be different. It depends on the length of your row, of course. It could create another shape here, but it doesn't really matter. If you want your bubbles to be bigger, then you have to make more single crochets in the same hole. So you could make like 5 and it will make the bubble bigger. So I'll meet you guys once I reach this part. I'm almost at the end and I've done the four single crochets and the 1 single crochet, but I realized that I should skip this and make 4 single crochets here, but then I will not have any other space to create the bubble. So I'm just going to single crochet all the way down here. Depending on the size of your cup, obviously you may have more space to make one last bubble, but I don't have it, so I'm just going to single crochet till the end, and that's it. I'm going to yarn over and pull, and I can cut the blue yarn. I cut it and I pull. This is my first cup. I'm going to repeat the same thing and I'll meet you guys once I'm done with the second cup. I'm now done with my 2 cups, so you should have something like this, and we're going to put them aside and work on the body part. So I'm going to make a chain long enough to go from the back of my body to the front of my chest. Alright, I'm done with my chain. This is gonna be pretty simple and straightforward. You put your hook in the first hole here and you make a single crochet. Once I'm done with this row, I'm gonna do a 3rd row before I show you how to switch the color. So when you're done with this row, continue, like do a 3rd row so we have a little chunk of white before we switch the colors. Alright guys, I've reached the end of the row. I just wanted to remind you, whenever you reach the end like this, to chain 1, turn, and then single crochet back on the row, and when you reach here you chain 1 again and you single crochet. So we're going to make 4 rows for the blue one, and then we're gonna switch back to the white. So I've made my first row. I'm going to make 3 more rows and then I'll meet you guys once again for the switch of colors. Alright guys, I am at the end of the row. I'm going to show you how to add the other color. I did 4 rows for the blue. Now I'm gonna switch back to the white. So I cut my blue yarn. So you know, when you are at the end, normally you would chain the last one, then chain one and keep crocheting, but we won't chain the last one. We will leave it like this, and then we take the white one and we insert it like you would normally do with the blue one. So now it's a white one here, and you chain one with the white like this up. So now the white is connected, and we have two little tails of blue and white. So we're gonna turn and crochet while taking the last two pieces along with us. So I'm gonna make single crochet in the first hole here like I normally would, and I'm going to single crochet down the row. So we're going to make 4 rows for the white one, then switch back to blue. So basically I did 3 rows of white, 4 rows of blue. I'm gonna make 4 rows of white, 4 rows of blue. I'm going to make 5 other rows like this one, so white, blue, and then I'll meet you guys once I'm done doing that. Oh, I also want to tell you guys that you can make your rows larger. You can make the chunk of blue and white larger to your preference. Me, I'm making 4 for each color, but you definitely can change to make something that will suit you better. Alright, so I'm done with my body part. This is what I get at the end. Remember that you can alter this, make the chunks of colors wider as you please. As long as you know how to switch colors, you can literally do whatever you want, but this is what I'm working with. So this is where we started with the white one, and now we are here with the blue one. I'm at the end of the row here, so what I'm going to do is just like chain one like this, and then I'm going to cut the yarn. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make little chunks of bubbles all around the top. We start here and we work all the way here. We won't do bubbles here because we're going to connect this part to the cups. We are going to work all the way up here, from up here down here, and then like this, and then we'll continue up here. We'll insert your hook here in the very corner part. You grab the piece of yarn and then you place it on your hook and you pull, and then you lift the smaller part, you take the bigger part connected to the ball of yarn, you yarn over, and then you pull through. We'll work with them, we will tuck them in so that they will disappear. From here you're going to make a single crochet in any hole that you find. It's not really clear because it's not like we don't have perfect stitches, but we will work with that like that. So you make a single crochet in any hole, and now instead of skipping like a stitch, since you don't have a stitch, you will just leave a little space, as little as possible, and then in the next space you make like 4 single crochets just like before, because we are doing like the bubbles. So 4 single crochets in the same hole, and then after that you skip another little hole and you make a single crochet in the next one, just like before. And as you can see, I am taking these little tails with me and hiding them as I go. So this is what it should look like so far, and you continue like this until you reach this part, and then I'll meet you. Alright, so I've reached the end of the row and this is what I have so far. And if you want it to be more defined, I think you can like start with single crochets all the way down here before you do the bubbles on them, and maybe it will create a more neat look. I'm going to chain one like this and then face this part, and you make your classic single crochet here in the first stitch. You make a single crochet. We will repeat the same pattern from here all the way here, and then you repeat the same thing. You chain one and you repeat the same pattern all the way here. This is what you should have, something that looks like this till this part. And now we're going to place our cups. The idea is that each cup should be here like this at the very end. If I fold it, it should be something like this. I'm going to sew this cup to this part and this cup to this part. Now you're going to have to bear with me because I'm not really good with sewing, but I'll put some videos in the description for how to sew crochet pieces together. I'm going to start off by inserting the needle here, and then here in the first stitch of the cup as well, like this. And then I'll repeat that all the way till the end. I finished sewing it together, and I'm just gonna go back a second time just to make sure that it's really secure, you know. But this is what it looks like at the front. It's pretty much good, I think, but obviously you might do it better than me because, like I said, I'm not really good with sewing. This is basically all I'm doing, just putting it in both the cup and the body part, and then pulling. I try to do it in a way that it doesn't appear here at the front. This is what the front looks like, and this is what the back looks like, a little less pretty. I'm going to do the same thing with this part. You should have something like this so far, and you are pretty much done. All we have to do now is straps, so from here to here like this, and then we need two little straps for the front here. I don't have a measuring tape, so I used a piece of yarn to measure how long I want my straps to be. So to make the straps, it's just the same thing again. We're gonna do single crochet, so you make a knot, then you chain long enough, you chain the length that you want for your strap. I'm done with my chain, and what I'm going to do is just do a single crochet all the way down the chain. Alright guys, I've made the straps. I've made two long straps for the back, and then I made two little straps for the front. So we're going to start by connecting the straps to our top. The places where I put the stitch markers are the places where I want my strap to connect to my top. So all I'm going to do is like sew this part here at the back so it doesn't appear here. I'm gonna sew this, and then I'm gonna sew this as well here. This is what it looks like at the front. It's really secure and nothing appears here, so that's what you want. So really just work at the back. and then you can cut these little tails because I think it's secure enough to not unravel. After sewing, I just make a knot. I'm going to repeat the same thing here at the back here like this and try to hide it so it doesn't show here. Then I'll repeat the same thing at this side. This is what it looks like, and this is what it looks like at the back. All we're going to do now is put the smaller straps here. I'm really going to put them just where the cups begin here, and the same thing with this one. Guys, I'm done connecting this part at the front, so you can just tie it like this, and that's it. Basically, this is what your top should look like at the front, and this is what it should look like at the back. I have just cut, you can see I cut it, but yeah, this is the final top. This is the top you should obtain at the end. It's really giving summer, it's giving a good evening at the beach. You decide, but yeah, I love it so much. And thank you guys for following my little tutorial. If you have any questions or you need clarification on something, please don't hesitate to ask me in the comments, and also tag me on Instagram. My Instagram is crochet by Vinay. Tag me so that I can see your end results. I promise to make much more crochet tutorials on my channel. It's not just gonna be vlogs now. I really want to make more about crochet. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I'll see you in my next one.